Welcome back to Digi Bro and friends. Hey.
Hello. But that wasn't the last time that I did it. Because
this is okay, just so you.
I don't tell
a whole
people
day
this,
has passed since the last episode. Just to Brandon was telling stories about his acid trips before, so you said you have another story. Yes.
All right. So this last time I'd done it, I don't know. Like I already knew that I was fucked up before. My friend's like, "Oh yeah, dude, it's just one more time. Maybe you'll have a good time." I'm like, all right,
shit.
You know, maybe.
Why would you think that?
Because I'm easily peer pressured. Well, I was then. Now I'm just like, yeah, fuck, no. I can't just be fucked up. But I done it one more time, and then that night I freaked out because they were bringing me around random people, but I didn't hit anybody, and I just remembered, and I just picked up my phone, and I called my mom. I was like, Mom, I'm tripping acid right now. I'm outside Taco Bell. Please save me. Please save me. And so she comes, and then she gets me, and then she watched me on acid. And I don't like telling too many people that, because...
That's not easy.
Yeah, I had to call my mom. I was like, please, just come get me. And then she took care of me. That's also pretty fucked up shit. I broke a mug. I don't know why. My mom gave me milk, because she's like... Everything she thinks, oh, milk will cure it, or drink orange juice or something. Yeah, I didn't do anything.
Yep.
That was...
yeah, because what... I think,
Fuck.
like, initially, like, you were under the impression that you could possibly have a good acid trip because Boyd...
Yep.
Was always
fucking talking up, so I was like, oh,
yeah,
because fucking crazy.
Because Boyd, my cousin Boyd, when he was in high school, did, like, shit tons of psychotropic drugs. Like, he did, like, a bunch of mushrooms, a bunch of acid. I know he took a lot of Molly and shit, too. Like, and would mix them together and stuff like that. Smoked a...
Candy flipping?
Yeah. And so, like, but he was always saying, like, the only, like, all you have to do is keep, but, like, knowing that it's not real. He's like, as long as you can keep convincing yourself that none of it's real, then you'll have a good trip. And he kept saying that over and over again, like it was easy to do. But it's like, I think it's more in your nature, whether you're going to get paranoid or not. Like, for me... The reason I've never done any, like, acid or anything, I have no intention to, is because I get paranoid without drugs.
Yeah.
About, like, if I see something, like, kind of, like, horror-ish, I'll often get paranoid for a while afterwards, where, like, I think I'm seeing insects and stuff, or, like, like, I think that, like, I just always feel like every little speck I see out of the corner of my eye looks like an insect to me until I look at it, you know? Yeah. And I'm like... If I started doing, like, psychotropic drugs, the first thing I'm going to see is nothing but insects everywhere. Like, my whole world is just going to become crawling with fucking insects, and I'm going to be terrified, and I'm going to scream for 6 hours. Like, as soon as I saw how long your acid trip was, I was like, nope. Like, it'd be one thing if a bad acid trip was, like, 30 minutes long and you could kind of deal with it.
Yeah, this shit was...
No, that shit was 6 hours of you, like, fucking freaking the shit out.
That was a fucking nightmare. And because of all that stuff, because of, like, the shit I see, I get panic attacks of, like, all that, because I think I'm tripping again. Like,
acid flashbacks.
There's a lot of times where I feel like I am fucked up on acid again. I'm like, please do not tell me this is happening right now. I didn't think I was gonna make it through basic. I was like, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. Anytime they bring up something about time, or I think about my family getting old, or I think about snakes, an anxiety attack. I lose reality, dude.
Yeah, I
can't even do it.
I get anxiety if I think about death too much. Particularly when I was at my mom's friend's funeral. Dude, I was just not, like... It just was not a place I wanted to be. It's like, this is a place where just all anyone's thinking about here is death. Like, a person died, everyone's talking about it, and, like, I was sitting there thinking about, like, this is gonna be me one day. This cannot happen. Like, I was freaking out, man. I do not want to go to any funerals. None of y'all better die.
I can't. Like, the only thing that helps me is, like, I just put it in my head that everything was just gonna be the same, and no one's gonna grow old, because... Right. If not, then I will immediately have a panic attack and I'll freak the fuck out, dude.
Right, and it doesn't help, like, I didn't really know her, like, I met her, you know, but I didn't really know her, and I didn't know any of the other people there, so it was just like, oh, this weird place to be. I hate thinking about death. That's why I don't want to watch Synecdoche, New York, because, it's a movie that's, like, all about death, and, like in really, like, fucked up, crazy ways. Trevor, we're in the middle of a recording and you're like texting on your phone. What are you doing?
The fuck? I haven't been talking at all, so.
Yeah, but you have to be playing the game.
The fuck? I'm not like you. I can play a game and talk at the same time.
But you just put down the controller
earlier that you could not.
What?
When?
Want to say go?
The first time he pointed you out, you're like, you're not even playing.
Oh, that was different. That's like when we started again.
I'm just saying,
there's a fucking
you literally
cutscene.
just put down the controller and started showing something to Brando.
Yeah, it was something relevant that happened to us earlier.
Yes. We made out in the desert.
Yeah?
I immediately feel a light buzz from like 2 sips of this. It's not even that strong.
Co?
Finch's Beer Company, Chicago, Illinois. A secret stash stout. But stash is spelled S-T-A-C-H.
Like mustache?
Yeah, even though there's like... Doesn't really look like there's a mustache on here. The art's pretty abstract. Ale brewed with vanilla.
What the fuck is even happening in this game right now?
It's pretty okay. Are you like lost? It
Yes,
feels like
I've
you
been
haven't done
walking
anything.
around like the entire time.
That's what I thought. Like I felt like nothing was happening on screen.
I like went through the whole fucking castle like twice. And now I'm up here and I don't know how to get down.
It might be time for some Nintendo Power.
I don't know what that means.
What?
I'm gonna look at a strategy guide.
Oh.
No, dude. Alright, so I realized that some of my childhood was a lie the other day. I
Wait,
thought about
what?
it. Alright, because you guys were in the Pokemon, and everyone was in the Pokemon. But then, like, I think as a kid, I hopped on that bandwagon, and I believed that I beat the Pokemon. Like, I believed I beat them. And then I went back, and I played Fire Red, and I beat it, and I beat, what was the fucking, the one that I broke my DS?
Oh. I don't fucking remember which one that was.
Pearl?
But yeah, he got so mad he like slammed it and like punched it.
Yeah, I broke that shit.
That was like a long
But anyway,
time
like
ago.
I did that and played those games, and then I just realized how much I hated Pokemon. I think it was like I like the idea of them, but the idea of them battling, I'm just like, yeah, well, I suck, dude. Because I always have friends like, oh, dude, fucking blah 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 will beat you. And I just, well, if you ever play with me, you'd probably beat me, and I'd threaten to end our friendship and break my DS, break your DS, and cause just conflict. So I was like, yeah, me and Pokemon just. And then I tried to watch the first, what was it, the show?
Yeah.
And I was disgusted because Ash is a pussy.
Yeah?
I was so angry. Like,
Well,
I don't know
that's-
why I watched it all the way to the end. It was like, he didn't win. And then I was just like,
You watched all of it?
Yeah, I was like,
Jesus.
you
Wow.
motherfucker.
Yeah, he's never won a Pokemon League in all these fucking generations.
He still has that stupid ass fucking Pikachu. I hope that bitch goes extinct, dude. That bitch should die soon. Die just like that Cubone mama died.
Fucked up, yo.
All because he refused to fucking evolve that hoe. Oh, it'll lose this and that. So, dude, you got
man.
friends.
He's forever 10.
You piece of shit. You got friends. They will be here. Pikachu.
You
Fuck
realize
that hoe. You have lost so many battles, dude.
You realize Ben 10 was from a show called Ben 10, and even he grew up, and Ash didn't.
No.
He grew up and he had different shows. They had
Ben
different
10 had
animation
10 in the
shit.
name of the show. His name was Ben Tennyson, and he was 10 years old, and he
No,
had 10
was
aliens.
he 10?
Yeah, he was 10.
Yeah, in the first
I
show.
thought it was 10 because he had 10 aliens.
Yeah, but I mean, he quickly
It was
gained
all relevant,
more.
dude. It was symbolic to his genitals.
But yeah, 10 aliens, 10 years old, Tennyson in the name, still grew up, gained more aliens, pretty much defeats the whole point of naming the show.
Got like a
Ben
bunch
10.
of aliens and he like used them during the show, and then it went later on and he just used like two or three.
Yep.
We were just like, yeah, this is the main one. He basically has everything I need.
Trevor's got his shirt open. I think
7
he's
dicks.
inviting us to suck on his teat.
What? My shirt's been open like
We should both suck on his
since
teat.
we got in.
We play with his stomach hair. We get it caught in the belt and push
No.
him.
It never gets caught in
Just-
my belt.
Mine does, dude.
Take a body shot off his belly button.
Oh, yeah.
God, dude.
Talk about depravity.
That was like
That
one
was
of the
years ago.
I think that was the first time we got drunk with you, right?
Yeah, I
pretty
think
sure
so.
it was.
So what the
It's like
fuck?
really early into us meeting Trevor we all got like super wasted, especially Trevor that night.
Oh, I fucking cried that night.
Trevor laid down on the table and Brandon Tolentino did a shot out of his navel. And then Trevor started flipping through my mom's photography books that were sitting on the table and just started losing his shit. Just fucking crying. And she was like, it's just so beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just so beautiful.
Is that real?
That was great.
Fucked up shit.
I just realized.
That's probably like, after that happened, you guys were probably like, who the... Am I want to be friends with this guy?
Who was it that threw up? That was also the night we saw your dick, right? Or at least half of it?
Yeah.
Because you were adjusting your pants and you pulled them too far down. We were like, I've seen half of Trevor's dick.
I've seen too much.
I've only known this guy for a few days and I've already seen half his dick. Haven't seen any of my other friends' dick, but somehow I've already seen half of Trevor's dick. Although I have now seen Jesse Wood's dick, unfortunately.
Scarred him.
Vic and Boyd have seen my dick.
Yes, they have.
I mean, thoughts on this too. The fucking I came home and then we got drunk and then we went to the we were in the pool forever, and then after that I don't remember anything. And they said that I went to the bathroom, you
and then you walked
and
out.
And then you helped me clean everything. And I walked out naked, just stood there and looked at them. They're like, "You good, dude?" And then I just passed out on the bed.
Victor always says that made it that he had never seen a friend's dick, but after seeing it, then it was just open season on dick from then on. It was like, oh well, now it's normal, immediately, and didn't care anymore.
I've never seen anyone's dick for real, and then basic training happened. And you just
Yep, a lot of dick.
Everyone has a dick. I can believe that. Only I had a dick, and it was just you can never see anyone else's dick. They would always hide it. And basic training was well. Kind of forced to see.
Pretty much everybody's seen my ass now. After about a week ago, I got shit-faced drunk and
I'm glad
mooned everyone.
I was inside working on my cosplay.
Oh yeah,
for
you
that.
missed that.
I did not have to witness.
He kept trying to show me his ass. And he kept he got in a chair and he scooted up real close to me. He sat like this and he turned around and went, ugh!
Yeah, I was
fucking half moon.
Did you ever see my ass at all?
Yes, I saw your ass. He kept asking me that too. Did you see my ass?
Well, because I thought I hadn't gotten you yet, so I was trying my hardest. Because Donson was playing hard to get, and so I had mooned almost everyone else, but I didn't want to moon Tolentino because he had just showed up. Tolentino walks through the door, comes out into the backyard, and I'm mooning everyone, and he gets caught in the crossfire. It's just
I did not see this door.
Oh my god!
He walked over to the bottle of Jack and went, "I need this."
Yeah, he did. He immediately drank, and then he posted on Twitter Captain's log, stardate, whatever. Just saw Conrad's ass, was not, or he said just saw Digi's ass, was not drunk enough to handle it, or not drunk enough to forget, something like that. So yeah, everybody saw my ass, which is unusual for me. I've never been one to take off my clothes. But that day, I was determined. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. It's ass day. And
just legs day?
It was basically just Gutsman's ass. That classic YouTube video. It's Gutsman! Da-da!
Well, and in between ass flashes, or I guess after the main event,
type Gutsman's ass into YouTube.
You would come in, you would be right where I'm working, sewing and shit, and you would just be eating fucking King's Hawaiian rolls or whatever, and you'd just be getting crumbs all over the fucking table where I'm working. And it was just Conrad, get the fuck out of my face. I'm trying to sew. You'd be like, no. And just, you put the pack of rolls right on the fucking ironing board.
I'm a hero. That's the truth.
Found the blue book.
Oh man, this has just been story after story of our fucking. We are not good people.
Have I told you guys a story about? I feel like I told it on Digi Bros before, where I got high in New York and set off a fire alarm in my hotel.
My God.
Is that the whole story?
I mean, there's more to it, but that's pretty much it. It was when I was dating my ex I was talking about. And she brought weed with us to New York because we went to New York for a week, not long after we started dating, and it was pretty cool. But we didn't have a piece or anything. So we go to some head shop in New York near our hotel. And, you know, we buy a fucking shitty pipe, which, like, the hole was too big. So, like, when you sucked in, like, you fucking suck in, like, ash. Like, there's no screen.
Oh, my God.
It's just fucking awful. And, anyways. And we, like, went out and ate, or we did some other shit. And we came back to the hotel. We were in Brooklyn. And we're like, all right, let's smoke the weed now. And it's, like, in a nice, like, you know, like, business hotel, like a Sheraton. It was a Sheraton. And, oh, my God. We, like, come in, and we, like, order room service beforehand. Like, we get, like, pasta, and we just leave it there. And then...
Fucking waste.
No, we ended up eating it.
Oh.
But we get the pasta, and then she's like, okay, turn on the shower, because, like, we'll get fucking high, and then we'll take a shower together. I was like, oh, sweet. It sounds awesome.
It does sound awesome.
So we, like, turn on the shower full blast, like, all hot. Oh, God. And we just close the door and let it, like, steam up in there. And then we smoke the weed and we blow it out the window. Everything's going fine. Leave the piece on the table. Fuck. And we open the door to the shower. We're, like, pretty much naked now. I'm, like, in my underwear. She's, like, wearing my black key shirt and her panties. Oh, my fucking God. Why do I keep clicking on this? I guess I really can't play and talk at the same time. And anyways, we're high now. Or at least I am.
You're better than Boyd at it, at least.
Because I'm like a punk when it comes to smoking. Is there anything this way? And we open the door to the bathroom. And just steam comes out. And she's like, looks at me. She goes, hey, steam can't set off smoke detectors, right? And I'm like, nah. How wrong I was. Because that shit immediately went beep, 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 beep. And I was like, oh my God, what the fuck do we do? And so we just, like, turn off the shower, run out, and she's still wearing, like, you know, my black key shirt and panties. And I'm just in my, like, tight-ass, like, up to here under, like, boxer briefs. Mm-hmm. We just walk out, and I'm like, ah! And, like, I'm like, elevators aren't going to work. Let's go down a flight of stairs. And,
So it's like the whole building's, like,
yes,
fire alarm. Oh my God.
Or it's like,
dude.
That's what I thought at least.
I see.
And we go down a flight of stairs, get in the elevator. This elevator is full of, like, fucking, like, stewardesses and, like, a captain of a plane.
Were you scared because you thought that they would know you're high?
Pretty much. Yeah, they are all looking at us when we walk in, except for one dude who's, like, looking at the, like, display of the elevator floors. Right. And he just turns over, and he's like, oh! And so we go all the way...
Were you guys still, like, mostly naked? Or?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
We just ran out of our room.
Oh, man.
But we go down the floor. I didn't mention this before we got into the elevator. The fire alarm's not going off on any other floor. It's just our floor.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, shit. And these people see us, and, you know... I'm mortified, but I'm also high, so I don't give a shit. We get down to the very bottom floor. You know, the flight people go their way, we go ours. We go over to this dude that helped check this in. It's like this black, like, dude, like, you know, maybe a few years older than me. And he's just like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, we set off the fire alarm in our room, like, with steam from the shower. And he's like, oh, alright, I guess I'll, like, help you out. I was like, oh, wait, I don't have the key to my room. I left it in the fucking room, like, in my pants, and just ran out like a dumbass. Because I'm just in my underwear in the fucking lobby of this hotel in Brooklyn. And, the dude's just like, alright, I'll help you out, man. And then we're, like, walking towards the elevator, like, he made me a new key. He's like, man, why you got your girl down here in, like, her underwear and shit? I'm like, sorry, dude, I'm fucking tired. We get up.
Tired, sure.
We get up to the room, like, the fire alarm's off on the floor now, and everything's cool, and... We go in, and he, like, looks at the ceiling, and he just straight up takes the smoke detector off the ceiling and sets it, like, over near the bed, like, so it's, you know, not gonna be set off anymore. Uh-huh. And he's like, alright, well, let y'all get back to it. And I was like, oh, cool. And then, like, a few minutes later, fucking New York Fire Department, 3 firefighters in full firefighter gear, knock on the door. They look in the room. This dude, like, in a Boston accent, looks in. He's like, yeah, fine here. And he just looks at me, looks at my girlfriend, looks at the table where I left the piece. He just looks at me again. He's like, he shuts the door and leaves. And then I realized that I'd left it on the table the entire time, and I'm just like, oh my fucking god, I'm a dumbass. And then we have a shower, we get out, and she eats her pasta, and I had like a can of tea. I just fucking spill everywhere, and I'm just laughing my ass off. And she like can obviously handle weed better than me.
What the fuck are you doing right now in this game?
I just killed a bunch of dudes. Now I'm like in a dungeon.
There you go.
I'm making sure I killed all the dudes,
shit.
man. And she's just like, clean that shit up, man. What are you doing?
Oh.
And
What do you
was
smell?
Well, I farted in the bathroom, man, and it was gonna trail.
You fucking should have stood there for like a couple minutes.
Look, dude, I don't think a lot of things through. I don't think I have the brain capacity anymore.
It's true.
I just like act now.
Oh shit, the Shikon Jewel.
Do you I think someone mentioned once that like if you've done a lot of acid and then you like snap your neck or your back like at any point in your life you can get flashbacks or something. Not true.
No,
not true.
I mean, there's a lot of times where like I feel like I just lose touch with reality. Like I just like am no longer there. Like I'll just stare off. Like when I'm with people, it's fine. But like if I'm like doing something, I mean it's natural to just daydream stuff. But I feel like I just die inside. I'm just like I don't know what is going on. Actually, no, it has happened a lot of times. It's not even that I'm tired. I've been driving around Trevor, and then I just like get to a point where I'm just like, yeah.
Is that why you get quiet?
Yeah, I get.
I figured it's just because like
my body just doesn't want to talk, and I just don't. I feel like my brain is going, and I don't even. What am I thinking of right now? Like what is this life?
It's a kind of one of my fears is that like I'm in such like a like for the last couple of years I've been in such like a good situation that it's like I've not really had a lot of like mental issues, but I'm always like realizing that I could easily start having them again if things were different, you know, like if things suddenly got like really bad, I feel like I would just completely like relapse into like being like depressing or like crazy in some fashion, you know.
The fuck?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Because when I was in like high school, I was like pretty unstable, and you know, like I can still remember what it's like to feel that way. I just haven't felt that way in a long time, you know. Yeah. But like whenever I get like really stressed out, I'm like, I just gotta keep my shit together. Like I cannot be that guy I was back in like high school or early college. Like I just cannot regress that way.
I feel like that a lot for me.
Yeah, it's like
so doing this like shit I do and the stupid fucking job I do in the army. I'm just like, oh my god, why the fuck did I do all that dumb shit back then?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's what's affecting me now. It only gets worse. Don't do drugs, kids.
Well, on that incredibly depressing note, next time on Digi,
Picture.
I'm in your area.